Hi everyone, and welcome to Tom's Manshed. Now today's review is on a Parkside, so Lidl's own make, pressure washer. Very similar to a Karcher pressure washer, as you'll see shortly. And I bought this right at the beginning of this year. I'm now filming this bit in November, and I bought this right in March of this year, right at the beginning of the first coronavirus lockdown period. And we're now just starting lockdown 2 in November. We were all hoping it'd all be over and done with by now, but obviously not. So the filming bits you'll see, the washing of the car and the washing of the patio and that, does chop and change a bit around, and you will notice my hair is on them videos, the bleach blonde that I did. You may remember I did that as a laugh during the first lockdown period, just to for the grandkids and stuff like that. Went on a diet and decided to bleach my hair blonde. Had a stupid moment of thought and did that. So it's back to normal now, the old dark colour with loads of grey bits. So that explains the blonde hair if you see it during this filming. So what I've tried to do is just run through the features of the pressure washer, show it in comparison to a similar Karcher product, and then we'll see it doing a snow foam on the car and cleaning the patio. And also I'll go through using your existing, if you've got any existing Karcher tools, like a patio washer or a rotating brush or anything like that, you can get an adapter so that you can use them tools with this washer. So I'll be going through all that, which adapter to get and which one not to get. I did make a mistake in getting the wrong one, you'll see that shortly. And hopefully it'll show you some of the performance of the machine. Now, one thing I didn't do when I was sat outside filming earlier on was I didn't show you this. You get this with it, as well as all the stuff I show you. You get this bottle of detergent stuff, and that's what I used to do the car. It's not as good as a proper snow foam from Auto Glim, but it's not too bad, and I've still got at least half a bottle left. I've used it quite a few times this year to do the car, and it's been fine so far. So first of all, let's have a quick look on the Amazon site just to do a bit of a comparison. Here is the info badge from the Parkside pressure washer that I'm reviewing. Now, as you can see, its power is 1.8 kilowatts, 1800 watts, and over here on the left is from the Karcher's website. That's a picture of it on Amazon. There wasn't much info on Amazon about it, so I got this up from Karcher's website, and you can see the watts there are the power rating 1.4 kilowatts, so it's 400 watts less power. Here all these equate to these megapascals and that and everything equates to for the Karcher 135 bar maximum pressure, 90 bar working pressure, so 135 bar maximum pressure, and on the Karcher the maximum pressure is 110 bar, so again 25 bar more pressure on the Parkside. The length of the hose on the Karcher, the high pressure hose, is 4 meters, and on the Parkside it's 5 meters. Sorry, 7 meters. 7 meters. The mains lead is 5 meters, but so a good 3 meter longer high pressure hose on the Parkside than the Karcher. So that shows the difference between the two. That's a good price actually for this, because you get a Patio Cleaner as well with this Karcher one, and that's 100 quid, but the Parkside one was 60 quid, so a good 40 quid less. Slightly more power, longer hose, bigger flow rate. The flow rate is 420 litres an hour, and the flow rate of this is in is 360. So everything is sort of like higher spec on the Parkside than the Karcher, and it's 40 quid less, although you do get the Patio Cleaner with the Karcher, and you get the Karcher name. 2-year guarantee on the Karcher, 3-year guarantee on the Parkside. So as you can see, pretty good value. So without any further ado, let's get into seeing it in action. Okay, so this is it from the front. You get with it, that is the water inlet, and it's got a filter in there, so that's washable. That screws on the front there. Just hand tight is plenty for that. Your main trigger goes in there. Oh. Behind that is like your turbo end. That's for doing a circular. We'll see that in action shortly. For doing paving slabs and stuff like that. So I'll show you that in action. That there. And your main sort of lance holds in there. There's also a receptacle in here if for any extras or whatever. As we turn it round, you'll see there are 2 hooks. It's a really long lead. Again, I'll put the measurement of that on screen. And this is your the connection to your wand. And behind here, you can see that's for like foaming your car. Again, I'll show you that shortly in action. So that stays there, right, like that. And then this hose just screws on the bottom there. That can stay on all the time. And here you've got like a push-inable thing, so you can slide the handle right back down for storing it under a lower shelf. And then you can pull it up, and you pull these 2 out, and they hold the mains lead and this. So this is your main sort of wand. That just goes in there and twists as usual. And then you've got this fan end on it here. See, the more you open it, the wider the spread goes. Again, we'll see that in action soon. And if you want to just take that end off, and you just push that in there to swap ends. So you can put your fan in it, push that, and then drop in the turbo end like that. And of course this one, you would take that extension out because you don't need that, and you just push that in there. You can alter the amount of foam that comes out with that. So, and it's on wheels, and your on-off knob is here, off and on. And you also get a little spike for cleaning out any jets in the end. And that just stays in a little receptacle there in the top. Also, I have this that I had from my old Karcher washer, Patio Cleaner, but they are a different connection. As you can see, it's much bigger. It's much bigger on the Karcher end than the Parkside end, so you have to get yourself one of these adapters. You can get them easily enough on Amazon. Here's a picture of it here. So if you get yourself one of them, you can then put that in the Lidl, and you can connect any of your Karcher accessories. With that, so That's quite handy if you've already got a few Karcher tools like I have. This is the only one I'll use though, the Patio Cleaner. So as you just saw, if you want to use your existing Karcher tools like my patio washer with the Parkside pressure washer, you will need an adapter. Now I made the mistake and ordered the wrong one. As you'll see shortly, as you can see, the Karcher brush there I've got is a much different design than the Lidl's tool, Parkside tool, which uses like a red O-ring there and is much thinner than the Karcher tools, which are much thicker design. So you do need an adapter to go between the two. And like I say, I made the mistake of ordering the wrong one. This is the wrong one that I got from Amazon, and it's the opposite of what I want. This is to use Parkside tools with your existing Karcher washer. So this is it in close up. This is the one not to get. As you see, it's only £6.99, but it's not suitable. Like I say, it's to use on your existing Karcher pressure washer and use Parkside tools on it, which is not what we want. We want the opposite. So this is the one you need to get, a lot dearer at £12.50 as you see. But as you can see, that thin end at the top there is what inserts into your Parkside lance trigger assembly. And then the big female end there at the front is what you insert your existing Karcher tools into. So that's the one to get. So yeah, the way a patio cleaner works, if you didn't know, is there's two nozzles on this rotating blade, and they're angled, and as the high pressure water comes out, it spins that blade round at a high rate, so it covers quite an area, and this brush right round the periphery traps all your water in, so you don't end up with gallons and gallons of water gushing down your patio. It keeps a lot of it confined. And the good thing about this Karcher one is there's an extra nozzle here at the tip, and you can see it's for a corner, so you can get right in corners. You can adjust the power here from minimum to maximum on how much water is flowing through them jets, and with these two triggers here, you press that with your foot for the normal rotary one, and then when you press that one in, it transfers all the high pressure water to the tip there for getting right in the corners that a round one couldn't get in. So it's a pretty good patio cleaner, that. Right, let's see some of these in action now. Well, here's the car. As you can see, it's been probably about 10 days since I've washed and waxed it, and there's already a tiny bit of bird poop there. Don't know whether you can see, but there's loads of. I don't really want to do a line in it, but I will just to show you. There's loads of sand, desert sand or whatever over it. And as I mentioned in the intro, it was filmed started filming way back in March 2020, and it was the time of the first lockdown. So I decided to give the hard-working bin men a treat and bought them a crate of beer. I'd given the crew the week before a crate, so I gave this crew one as well. So just thought I'd include that bit because it happened while I was shampooing the car. It's got plus and minus on this knob. I'll go through it later properly, but on minus, basically, there's no foam coming out. It's just off. It's just water. And then with it on, you've got the foam. So we'll just go around and do it. You've got your same, spread it out wide. It's time to rinse it off. It's been about 10 or 15 minutes now. So I just got the normal sort of wand on. So it goes from that wide, like very gentle, right down to a pencil. Than two, but the windscreen and all the glass on the near side are coated with Rain-X, including half the roof. And again, you can see the difference on the, so about here, all this side has got Rain-X on. You can see how it's beaded, and this side hasn't. But if you asked me before you put any windscreen wipers on, this side without the Rain-X would probably be easier to see out of. But you can see it has brought all that sand off, and that's the idea of sort of like a snow foam. Do it before you do your 2-bucket wash, and you're not actually touching it, you're not rubbing any grit in or anything, you're just letting it dissolve it off. Like I say, it doesn't get the really hard stuff off, you'll only get that off with a proper wash, but it certainly doesn't do any harm, and it helps get any loose stuff, sand and stuff like that off. But it's also brought that bird poop off, and I've not touched it with my hand at all. This is just the soap and the power wash after. Okay, so I hope you'll still be able to hear me when it starts up, but this is just with the standard lamps, and I'll try it on a wide and a narrow setting. We'll just do this paving stone first. As you can see, you can do the usual sort of writing in it. If you want a wider end, it's obviously not as powerful. You can't have it too wide on this, or there's not enough force. These are just bits of air coming out the hose. As you can see, as soon as I let go of the trigger, the machine stops, and then when you pull it, it starts up automatically. So, as you can see, it's not brilliant for cleaning paving slabs when it's such a wide thing. So we'll try it now with the turbo end on it. So this is now the turbo end. And it's hard to see, but that is like swirling around in a circular thing, and it is a lot better at eating into the grime. So the turbo end is much better. So because that is rotating round and round, it is doing a much better job than just the fixed jet. Okey-doke. So let's now try the patio cleaner now. So we'll put the adapter in first, and then, as I showed you before, The jets, if you're not sure how these patio cleaners work, so that's at an angle. That is like a propeller of an aircraft, or a rotor of a helicopter more like, and that is pitched at an angle, so as it spins it creates lift, so it takes the weight off it, and these bristles keep the water trapped in so you don't end up with pools of water. And these jets are angled, and that's what propels the rotor round. And then at the front, operated by these foot pedals, there is a separate jet for getting right in the corners. So we'll connect that up now. Right, so let's try it on the on this one. With this, you'll see what I mean as you pull it on. You can see they start going round. So as you can see on this, it contains the water quite well, and you just sweep it backwards and forwards. There's hardly any weight on that now because those rotor blades are creating lift, and you'll see how effective it is. So just go over there, M2, you can see the bit I've done, but just hold it on there for just a couple of seconds. You can see there, so it's a lot easier doing this. And a lot less water than using the hose. And then if you want to go on to just diverting the water to that corner bit, it will then just come out of the front bit there, as you can see. So that will get you right into corners, and then you push that back down. And we're back onto the rotary. So, and you can alter the power of it with there. I just leave it on maximum. You can also disconnect it from here and connect it to the one there, and use it for doing vertical walls with these handles. So it's quite a handy accessory to get. So that's it. I think I've shown you the lance. We've shown it washing the car with the foamer, the turbo nozzle, and the patio cleaner. So there you have it. You saw it cleaning the car and cleaning the patio, and it's proved pretty effective. Like I say, it's now March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It's now 8 months since I bought it, and I've used it quite a few times, and it seems fine. It's worked 100% every time I've tried it, and as I keep repeating in all these reviews, with Lidl stuff you get a 3-year warranty, and they're really good at the warranty stuff as well. So hope it's been of some use. If you do like these reviews, don't forget to subscribe. Just click the little picture here of the shed, and I'll be back with some more reviews very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.